This is a Firmo Abyss game in this Hayes room. We're checking out a game called Dead Exit. This is a card game where you play to survive against the zombies. You use your wits and skills to outmaneuver the other player. You got anything from body traps to soldiers and different entities you can use. You also can use the dead to fight the other person's dead. So it's kind of interesting and neat in that way. There's vehicles, which is a good thing to have because they supply you with transportation to different sections of the board. You got, like I said, you got different players. You got from soldiers to combat people. You can use fire to burn the dead and kill them when they're in their space in the inner circle and the outer circle of the board game. You play each card in your hand till you can't play, and then it's the next person's turn. There is an online version for this, so if you have a friend, you can play against your friend. But there was a lot of issues with that, so the online's almost kind of hard and has a lot of issues with connections. So they kind of need to work on fixing that issue. But unfortunately, since the game was made back in 2017, it probably won't be fixed. So if you want to play like a solitary-like game, you can play this game in a solitary-like state where you play against yourself and against another CPU opponent. It has a little bit, when you play certain cards, it pulls up different actions and graphics, so from it giving you more aspect instead of just being a boring card game. It's set up like a board game where you put your cards down and you activate different powers and weapons and soldiers and scouts, and even the salesman's on there, which doesn't do you very much good because he ain't got hardly any power. This game's a co-op game also. It's a strategy game. It has a casual way. You can change the difficulty to different settings. So if the easy's too easy, you can go to hard, and then there's a very hard. So there's different modes that you can enter. There's actual Steam achievements that you can unlock by beating different levels and different modes. There's not really any other boards because it's a board game, so you just kind of play like you would if you were playing a board game. All the cards are piled up in one area. After you run out of cards, you keep picking up cards and you deal them out until you have no cards left, and you have to shuffle the deck and get more cards. So like I said, the object is to overwhelm your opponent with zombies and take over an area that they can't combat against with fire or food or scouts or cars getting in there. So if you have overwhelmed the other opponent with zombies, you can win the game. And that's basically how you win the game, by overloading the other person with zombies and they're not be able to defend themselves. So basically, it's a board game where it's kind of like a zombie survivor game, but you are playing on a card in a board game. Trying to think if there's anything else that would help you out in learning about this game. There's supply spots where you can stock your supplies on the board. Also, that's where you can add like your food and your gas for your fuel for your vehicles, or you can use your fuel as a weapon to take out the zombies that are trying to take over your area. Then there's also a trade where, like, if you have too many fuel cards or too many food cards, you can trade them up and get cards out of the deck, or you can even sacrifice one that would take out another zombie instead of you be able to actually attack the zombie. You can play it into the area they call trade up or sacrifice, and you sacrifice your card there, and then what that does, it takes out the nearest zombies in your area, which of course you want to keep clear of the zombies. You know, just like any other survivor game, you always want to build up your material. You want to keep your players fed. You want to keep your gas in hand for you can transport from area to area, because there's like 4 stages that make up the area that when you're playing it. There's an inner and outer area of each level. So the outer area is where you play your sacrifice, your trade cards, and your supplies. The inner area is where you're trying to defend it from being overrun by zombies. So it's kind of like a magic game, but with a survivor aspect to it. So you basically gonna try to survive as long as you can. I think the highest level I got to was like level 10, and then I started getting attacked too much because it gets faster and faster each time you play it, because the computer, it responds faster than you can think, almost, because it already knows what cards to play by the time you play a card. So it's actually funner if you can actually find someone to play it online with you. I think the game runs for like $13.99 on Steam. I've seen it on bundles before, and I've seen it go on sale. We actually received it for free to show y'all how it plays and let you know a little bit about it. If you like this video, give us a like, give us a sub, that way you can catch up on other videos we have. We try to post vehicles pretty regular, so if you put that bell on too, you'll know when we get some new videos coming up, and we'll keep you up to date with as many games as we can. And of course, if you like games, give us a sub, that way you can always know what games we got to show you. And we like doing a lot of horror games. We do first person shooter games. We do a little bit of everything. Thanks for watching, and like I said, don't forget to hit that bell and give us a like if you like the video, because it helps out the channel, helps us grow. And give us a sub, and that's going to be a wrap on this one on Dead Exit. It's a zombie game, like I said. You play with cards, and it's a board game. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.